Good morning, good morning, good morning, and good morning again. It is Friday. We finally made it. The weekend is officially en route. We have dodged Miss Cindy. So much lying ahead for the weekend. We got a lot to talk about on this hump day. The NBA draft has come and gone. New destiny in lives. Football. Congratulations. College baseball update. We continue on our SWAC leadership in its domino effect. Even remember our beloved brother, Brother Clifton Gilliard. We got so much more to talk about, and as always, a short time to get there. Good morning, good morning. Happy Friday to you. I am the radio guy, Dr. Mike Prince, and welcome to the Mike Prince Show. Coming to you each and every day, Monday through Friday. And we have a blast doing this and can't wait to continue on to get things going. We've had a very exciting and fulfilling week. A lot of news, a lot of information that has flown back and forth. And the bottom line is, will it all make sense? Old folks used to say, well, don't come out in the wash. Will always come out in the rinse. We had a passing of a PV legend this week, and his brother, Clifton Gilliard, PV Hall of Fame, a winner everywhere he's gone, coached a little football, but mainly known for his track endeavors. Services will be for Brother Gilliard on July 1st, the Willie Nix Baby Dome. We'll have the repast at MSC. It's going to be, I could imagine, standing room only. But what a legend, what an honor to have known this man. And I'm proud to say that he was my beloved fraternal brother. In my soul, I just want to take the time to reflect and pay my respect to Brother Gilliard. Phenomenal man, great accomplishment in life. As we mentioned, we'll have the funeral arrangements scheduled on the campus of Prairie View Haven University. The viewing of the body will be from 9 a.m. Actual services will start at 11 a.m. July 1st. Brother, we love you. Thank God for having known you. I want to take us a break, and we'll get into this week's final episode of the Mike Prince Show. Keep it where you got it, and we'll be right back.
Larry's Automotive, located in the Field Store community of Waller County, is equipped to handle any automotive service or repair on your diesel or gas engine, truck, car, tractor, trailer, or RV motorhome. With in-house financing and scheduled service reminders, Larry's Automotive can handle it all. So give them a call at 936-931-5566. 936-931-5566 or look them up online at larrysautomotive.net. Larry's Automotive is an approved AAA Texas repair facility employing ASC certified technicians and a 2-time Better Business Bureau Awards of Excellence winner in automotive service. That's because they believe in running an honest business with a no-problem guarantee. Remember, every service visit comes with their 12-month, 12,000-mile nationwide warranty on parts and labor. That satisfaction worth the drive. So stop on by or call today, 936-931-5566. 936-931-5566.
And welcome back to the Mike Prince Show. I am your host, the radio guy, Dr. Mike Prince. Remember, join us each and every day, Monday through Friday, on the Open Mic Broadcast Network. If you happen to be in the Prairie View community, you can always go to 87.9 FM and listen to live programming. And those are on the go, don't want to eat up your data, we got the perfect remedy for you. Lock this number in, 605-477-5066. Once you lock that number in, save it, and you can listen to 24-hour-a-day programming 7 days a week right at the access of your telephone. As we may mention, the NBA draft was on last night, and Lonzo Ball is now a Los Angeles Laker. Papa Ball has forecasted, predicted, projected, and now he's looking like a prophet. And as a matter of fact, he had custom gear on that he had it since his boy was born. And says he's got 2 more coming down the pipeline is going to make Lakers great again. Making the Lakers great again. And he says all about being a baller, baby. So congratulations to all those young men who have crossed over into a new threshold of life. And hopefully they'll be responsible, productive young men with the newfound wealth. Ball got a pair of shoes costing $400. We'll see if they sell. Well, he got enough money now that if they don't sell, he can pay for them himself. How about that? Switching on over to our college baseball coverage. As you know, we love baseball here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network, but my picks have been horrendous. That's why I don't gamble. That's why I just pick them and go with it, and I don't lose much sleep when I get the wrong pick because I have been off back and forth on my baseball summaries. TCU knocked off Louisville yesterday by the score of 4-3. And so that puts another damper on my projection. They still got hope. It's double elimination. Meanwhile, today's action will see LSU and Oregon State taking place. Oregon State and LSU will do battle at 2 p.m. Central Standard Time, and it's still, as they say, room to get things done. So there's a whole lot going on in the world of college baseball, and there's a lot going on in the world of college football. You heard us say throughout the course of the week of the mentions of the changes of the football championship to be no more, the basketball championship changing. And in all fairness, we have been talking about the leadership. And what is this a sign of? And why is leadership being the way it is? And why can't the leadership be a little bit better? But I'm finding out day by day, process by process, that leadership is a 3-headed monster. And we'll talk about that in more detail when we return. You listen to the Mike Prince Show. It is June 22nd, 2017. Are you looking for an affordable way to increase your business? Let the Open Mic Broadcast Network lead the way. For a customized, affordable ad campaign, call 832-213-8824.
This is Willie Simmons, head football coach at Prairie View A&M University. I'm sitting here with my main man, Mike Prince. You're listening to the Open Mic Broadcast Network.
Listen to the Mike Prince Show weekdays on the Open Mic Broadcast Network. And welcome back. It is Friday, baby. The weekend is here. How about that? Want to welcome a couple of new sponsors along with the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Farmers Insurance Agency out of Hempstead, Texas, Miss LaTanya Chappell, PV graduate, class of 93. She can be reached at 979-826-3026. Also, Mr. Tariq Purnell. He's a financial broker serving Houston and Waller County area. He can be reached at 832-768-2704. That number again, 832-768-2704. And if you would like to be a part of our sponsorship, advertisement, or just a good old donator, go to our website at obnradio.com. Click on the PayPal button. Make your online donation today. We've been talking about leadership all week long. People have been dogpiling on the commissioner, and in all due fairness, it's not all just on the commissioner. It is a three-headed monster, three-headed responsibility in order for the message to be conveyed. With that being said, as I mentioned throughout the week, the commissioner gets the blessing and the approval of the presidents. The presidents get their information from the athletic directors. And then the athletic directors pass it on and disperse it amongst the athletic departments. By doing thorough research throughout the rest of this week, or this past week, it has been obvious that the communication line has been dropped somewhere. Because 5 out of the 10 schools that are connected to the Southwest Athletic Conference, their head football coaches were unaware of the changes coming down the pipeline. They didn't find out until the rest of the general public found out. And that, to me, is a big old signal warner of what is really going on. Won't reveal who all the coaches were that did not get the information, but it was some obvious disturbed head football coaches when they heard the news about the championship game being changed. Now, we do have to understand, as part of what makes America America, everybody has their hypotheses and theories on why things are not going the way they're going, and the obvious one to point to would be the face of the conference, and that would be Commissioner Dewar-Sharp. But in all fairness, Mr. Dewar-Sharp is a messenger. He does make recommendations to the presidential cabinet. The cabinet then agrees or disagrees, and they move it on. And from my understanding, the way this information field is supposed to work, as I stated earlier, it comes from the AD who gets their information and feedback from the coaches. They take it to the presidents. The presidents discuss it among themselves. Then, they're based on the information gathered, the commissioner comes up with a solution, and they agree to vote up or down on it. And then everybody else fades off into the sunset, happy, frolicking along in the world of the SWAC. That has not been the case. We got to ask ourselves why. Too much at stake, too grand of a history for us to be kicking cans and not communicating with one another. Doesn't take much, and I know people are so concerned about leaks and getting information out before it's due time, but we've got to figure this thing out. We have got to figure it out. I don't know about you, but I'm a little concerned. I won't say extreme, because on a scale of 1 to 10, with 10 being the greatest, I'm going to say right now I'm at about a 3 of the faith and the history, or not the history, but the future of the Southwest Athletic Conference. We got a grand product. We have grand traditions. Let's not let it slip down the drain because we're not being able to communicate one to another. And speaking of communicating, we have launched off our volleyball SWAC tour at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. We have all coaches featured, and we release one each week on Thursdays. Miss Johnson, Miss Kiki, Coach Kiki Johnson, Keys Johnson from Grambling State Tigers was our featured coach on this week. Go back to obnradio.com and check it out. Click on the sports report, and you'll see and hear what Coach Kiki has to say about those Lady Tigers and their fight. There's a new face all over GSU, as a matter of fact, new athletic director, new president, and Coach Fobbs has been doing his thing. We're going to be talking with Coach Fobbs and all other SWAC coaches on the upcoming Media Day. Media Day will be on January, and I keep saying January, but July the 14th in Birmingham, Alabama. And we'll be there with bells on to give you the live coverage. Starts at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. And be sure to check it out and follow me on Twitter at Radio Guy for all the latest and the greatest information, feedback, and tidbits that come on about. We're going to take a break. We'll come back, bring you abreast of what's going on in the land of PV. You listen to the Mike Prince Show, the Friday edition. Keep it where you got it. We'll be right back. Are you looking for an affordable way to increase your business? Let the Open Mic Broadcast Network lead the way. For a customized, affordable ad campaign, call 832-213-8824.
The Open Mic Broadcast Network is a community-based radio station that was established in 2002. We have been dedicated to local, regional, and community programming with coverage for high school, collegiate sports, ministries, and information. Our goal is to provide quality, productive, and positive programming that reflects the community that we serve. Visit our website, ktorradio.com and obnradio.com.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Mike Prince Show, Friday edition. Hopefully you got your weekend set up. And speaking of weekend, there is a lot going on the campus of Prairie View A&M University. It's going to be a baseball prospect camp this weekend, June 24th, beginning at 9 a.m. to 1:30. Registration will start at 8 a.m. Come on out, register, get your game face on, and have your game gear ready. Bring your baseball pants, gloves, equipment, whatever. If you're a catcher, please show up with your catcher's equipment. Don't come up and ask, can you borrow someone's equipment? You will not be taken seriously. And you can go to the website or just simply call 936-261-9100 to get the latest and the greatest information coming up for the baseball camp. That camp, again, is going to be on June the 24th at John Tankersley Baseball Complex on the beautiful campus of Prairie View A&M University. Speaking of the beautiful campus of Prairie View A&M University, there is going to be the 43rd annual convention. It's almost called a convocation. I've been calling it convocation all week. Prairie View A&M University Alumni Convention will be July 19th through the 22nd, 2017, and it will be a $300 registration fee, which expires on July the 12th. You can the event is going to be held at the Hilton Garden Plaza Inn in the Northwest Freeway area of Houston, and you can get in contact with the Prairie View A&M University National Alumni Association. If you're going by snail mail, simply go to P.O. Box 2875, Prairie View, Texas, 77446. If you want to call in It is 936-857-5817. If you want to send an email for more information, send it to pvunaa@pvalum.org. That's pvunaa@pvalum.org. Office hours are Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Those are the summertime hours. So be sure to get your things together for the 43rd Annual Convention for Prairie View A&M University. Let me make a side note. If you cannot be in attendance or simply can't afford the $300, if you could send a donation of any amount to help with the scholarship fundraising that these conventions and fundraisers are to help promote our future students and future alumni of Prairie View A&M University. What a time it has been throughout the course as we so much going on, so much happening, and we have come to the end of this week's edition of the Mike Prince Show. We do thank you all so much for tuning in. Remember to go to our YouTube channel at Open Mic Broadcast Network. That is OPEN, capital MIC. Don't forget, we're on Facebook at Open Mic Broadcast Network. TuneIn Radio is Open Mic Broadcast Network. Instagram is OBN Radio. And we're at Twitter at Radio Guide. And if you happen to be on the go and want to listen on the run, simply lock in the number 605-477-5066. That becomes our app. You're able to lock in and get loaded and have a ball, if you will, on everything that's going on throughout PV Nation, the SWAC, and everything else. We got some things scheduled up for the next week that we're going to be trying to get in. I got a big announcement coming up. Can't quite tell you just yet, but trust me when I tell you, it's going to be an announcement of impact. I promise you it will not be anything like Alabama State's announcement. We're not going to get you hyped up for nothing, but we got a huge announcement coming up down the pipeline. We're going to take us a quick break, and when we come back, we'll have our final thoughts and comments for this week's final edition of the Mike Prince Show. Keep it where you got it. We'll be right back.
Hi, this is Penny Lucas White, head women's volleyball coach at the Alabama State University. I'm calling to inform you that volleyball kickoff date for all SWAC teams are August 25th. We also will have our first SWAC roundup that will be hosted by Texas Southern University in Houston, Texas on September 22nd through the 24th. Then it will be followed up with the second roundup of the SWAC in Montgomery, Alabama on October 20th through the 22nd on the campus of Alabama State University. Looking forward to seeing you. Thank you. Bye-bye.
The Open Mic Broadcast Network is a community-based radio station that was established in 2002. We have been dedicated to local, regional, and community programming with coverage for high school, collegiate sports, ministries, and information. Our goal is to provide quality, productive, and positive programming that reflects the community that we serve. Visit our website, ktorradio.com and obnradio.com.
And welcome back to the Mike Prince Show, our final segment for this week. Thank you all so much for your joining. We've been talking about leadership, the faith, and what's going on throughout our beloved conference of the Southwest Athletic Conference and comparing apples to apples. What I'm finding out, when the dust settles and when everything is at a standstill, you have to be confident in who you are. And who you are will reflect in everything that we do. Let's regroup, SWAC Nation. Let's make sure that we got everything that we need to have. As a matter of fact, I'm confident that we have everything that we need to have. We just got to line up the forces and let the powers that be. No one can build anything of substance on their own. So let us reason together. Let us come with a purpose and an understanding to know that we're better together. And with all that, I think the time has come. What is that I hear in the background? It is time. Thank you so much for joining us throughout this week. Remember to go visit our websites at ktorradio.com, obnradio.com. Lock the number in, 605-477-5066. Follow us on Twitter at Radio Guy. And Instagram is OBN Radio. I am the radio guy, the doctor, Mike Prince. Enjoy your weekend. Stay safe, stay dry. And until the next time, you be blessed, and we'll see you on the other side.